The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
Hey, bad bitches.
Do you have childhood trauma? And if you say no, you a damn lie. We all do. I caught you in the lie. But we all do have childhood trauma. And I have 6 steps on how to not get rid of childhood trauma, because you will never get rid of childhood trauma, but how to know how to heal. Keyword heal from childhood trauma. You want to know? Keep watching.
I don't need no man for nothing. Shawty gon' stand for some. She ain't got her hand out. A boss bitch, she never had. She stand out, yeah. Woo. She back.
Okay, first off, I want to say I am not a licensed psychiatrist, counselor, any of the above. But these 6 things that I have written, and I just lost my place. But these 6 things that I have written have helped me. So why not help others, right? Right. So I found a really great video in regards to childhood trauma. It's explained really, really well. It's a 5-minute clip. But that is what I'm about to show right now. But if you guys don't want to see it, but I suggest you guys do see it because it breaks it down beautifully. Then I'll probably do a timestamp in regards of my 6 steps. All right.
Brain development is much more than a story about biology. From the earliest years, relationships with others play a key role in shaping how our brain grows and develops. Early relationships, where there is abuse and neglect, have a long-term impact on children. A brain that has adapted to survive in a threatening or unpredictable world may not work so well in an ordinary environment. This can create what is called latent vulnerability, where early abusive or neglectful experiences with carers put children at greater risk of experiencing mental health problems in the future. For these children, compared to their peers, common experiences like moving to a new school can feel more daunting and stressful. New faces can appear threatening, while positive social cues can be missed. It can be harder to negotiate new social situations and learn to trust new people. Even fun experiences like joining a new sports team can be challenging. Too much focus on potential threat cues can mean missing out on positive social cues such as a playful nudge. Or it causes an overreaction, which leads to an increased risk of conflict and sometimes violence. These reactions can increase the likelihood of generating new stressful events. It's harder to deal with everyday challenges when you feel unconfident and anxious inside, and harder to build and maintain relationships. Over time, this can mean a child loses friends and the support of adults, and so misses out on opportunities to grow and develop. This social thinning can increase the risk of mental health problems in the future. Neuroscience research is beginning to shed new light on how vulnerability unfolds over a child's life. All children need care and stimulation from adults who value them and who show them attention and love. These experiences shape a child's brain development. When children face traumatic experiences like abuse and neglect, their brain adapts to help them cope. We know of changes in 3 different brain systems: the reward, memory, and threat systems. Experiences of domestic violence or physical abuse can lead to hypervigilance, where the brain reacts more to threat. This might help a child stay safe in an early adverse environment, but it can cause problems in more ordinary environments. Hypervigilance can best be understood as a pattern of adaptation rather than a sign of damage. Abuse and neglect can also mean a world where a child's basic needs for care and attention are not met. This can shape the brain's reward system, the part of the brain that helps us learn about positive aspects of our environment and motivates our behaviour. Over time, the brain's reward system can learn to respond differently to things like positive social cues. Neuroscience studies have also pointed to changes in the autobiographical memory system, our memory of everyday past experiences. Following trauma, negative memories appear to become more salient, which means they become more prominent than positive ones. And everyday memories can also become less detailed. This is a problem because we need to draw on past experiences to help us deal with new social situations. Neuroscience research is showing how childhood trauma can create latent vulnerability, increasing the risk of later mental health problems like anxiety and depression. This vulnerability is not just located in the child, but arises through their relationships. Helping children who have experienced trauma still requires ordinary boundaries and consequences, but it also requires us to step back and reflect and see behaviour that we find challenging in a different light. A child may simply be doing their best to survive now, with brain adaptations from the past. We know a child's brain has the capacity to continue to adapt. For this to happen, they need our help to build and maintain trusted relationships, manage everyday stresses, and prevent new ones from happening. We need to encourage them to try again and believe things can be different. This is far from an easy task and takes time. Science is helping reframe our understanding of childhood trauma. Seeing children's behaviour in a new light can mean we respond differently. But there is much still to learn. Working together, we can develop more effective approaches that promote resilience and recovery. We can help children build trusting relationships and create opportunities for their brains to adapt in new ways.
Okay, and so also I am going to put the definition of childhood trauma. And also some examples of childhood trauma. Okay? Okay. And then I will briefly tell you guys the 6 things that I feel could help heal from childhood trauma. Alright. Okay, first off, addressing it and acknowledging it. For me, for example, I will say that I was molested in pre-K, and I didn't fully always put it in the back burner of my mind because it was pre-K. I should just deal with it, and it is what it is. But no, I had to acknowledge that, yes, I did get touched on in school, but I had to address that in my own way. So that is addressing and acknowledging it. Acknowledge it. The second step would be talk to a therapist, a counselor, or a psychiatrist. If you guys follow me on my IG at AES_divine_10, I did a Women Entrepreneur Wednesday in regards of female therapists, where you can also check that out. I think I did it 2 weeks ago. 2 to 3 weeks ago. So I would suggest you guys go seek therapy in regards to any childhood trauma. Okay. Third step is, see why you do the things you do, like example, self-sabotage. I know I still need to work on this, on why I do some of the things that I do, and truthfully, it does stem from childhood. And to take accountability for some of the things that you do, because even in our childhood relationships, it does affect Now, from romantic to even work to friendships, any type of relationship, if you guys have like a self-sabotage or some type of toxic tendency, I would say to check on that, because at the end of the day, we are all not perfect. No one is perfect. The only person who is perfect is one and only God. And granted, yes, I'm showing you guys these 6 signs because I feel that this is me speaking to you through God. And I don't know. Vulnerability is very hard to do because, you just want to be all high and mighty and can't nobody tell me nothing, right? But no. Truthfully, the most vulnerable people are the most strong-minded people because they don't give a... And that is what my goal is in regards to my journey in this lifetime. Okay, and then the 4th one is let go and let God. That is so easy said and done. And like thinking about it while I was writing this, I was thinking like, wow, the most simplest sayings are the hardest things to do. Like Nike, just do it. I wish it was that easy, but it's not. Not just do it. No, it's not. F that, boy, It's not sometimes. But once you know your worth, it's easy peasy. The queasy. But let go and let God. And fear, or actually faith over fear. Right? Number 5. Prayer. Prayer works. Prayer works. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Prayer works. Am I a saint? No. I'm not. Never been. Will never be. Never. But prayer and talking to God has helped me. It has. Because not everybody, you can't talk to everybody about your problems. You can't. I mean, if you do it with caution. Prayer. So number 5 is prayer. Call out your past. I'm trying to think, why did I say call out your past? I think I meant to say, like, don't look so much in regret in regards to your past, because, like a simple saying again, live life with no regrets. Easier said than done, right? But don't beat yourself up so much. Don't beat yourself up so much. Truthfully, those L's are lessons. They really are. And hey, I'm hard-headed. So sometimes that lesson, I don't really understand it until maybe the 4th time because I'm hard-headed. But don't beat yourself up too much. Again, so those are the 6 steps in regards to healing your childhood trauma. Not all of it's gonna be healed in one day. It's not gonna be healed in 1 year. You might not get it fully healed your full lifetime. But at least you're trying. And yeah, again, please seek a therapist or a counselor if you are feeling suicidal, or you are in need of just talking to someone besides your family members or your friends or your significant other. And then also talk to God too, because he does listen. You guys have a great week. I'll see you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Would probably do like 2 more of these. Always found psychology fascinating, because everyone is weird in their own right, and I think of why people do some of the things that they do. Yeah, I think I get it from my mom, because my mom, she doesn't have her like master's or her PhD in psychology, but it's also in social work. And if you are working in the social service field, you do have to deal with a lot of mental health and different strategies in regards to talking to people. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I hope it helped, because truthfully, that's what I feel one of my things is. I love helping people. Now, can I be around people that much? No. But I love people. I love their minds. Good and bad. Good and bad. But yeah, you guys have a good week and stay blessed. Bye. Oh, and like, comment, and subscribe all day, every day. AshleyEssie, we in this thing. Bye.